News in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season opener. Victory.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line, got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Now a play fake here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got room. The 20, 5, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Next to score, Lions 7, Chiefs nothing. Jeff Fox to kick off for the Lions. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Touchdown! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
7-7, our score after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Strong. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Give up the middle to Strong. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Detroit. Pierre Strong. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
107 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, a run was strong.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
On play action, they'll throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Locates Hardman for another catch. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that will lead to a 3rd and goal.
Give him the completion. No gain, but let's focus in on that tackle. Open field tackling, the hardest thing to do in the game, I believe.
But when you get outside the tackle box, it becomes a numbers game. The defense had more than they could block. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Max Borghi
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Mahomes now to throw.
Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. Mahomes to MVS there for the Kansas City first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools. But the
rush coming, and he's taken down. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Lions, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Kansas